stress a day. And yesterday went by so quick it seems like it was just today. My daughter wants to throw the ball, but I'm too stressed to play. Live half my life, throw the rest away. That's rock bottom. When this life makes you mad enough to kill. That's rock bottom. When you want something bad enough to steal. That's rock bottom. When you feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. That's rock bottom. When this life makes you mad enough to kill. That's rock bottom. When you want something bad enough to steal. That's rock bottom. When you feel like you've had it up to here, cause you mad enough to scream, but you sad enough to tear. There's people that love me and people that hate me, but it's the evil that made me this backstabbing, deceitful and shady. I want the money, the women, the fortune and fame. It means I end up burning in hell, scorching in flame. It means I'm stealing your checkbook and forging your name. It's lifetime bliss for eternal torture and pain. Cause right now, I feel like I just hit the rock bottom. I got problems, now everybody on my block's got them. I'm screaming like them two cops when Tupac shot them. Holding two blocks, hope your doors got new locks on them. My daughter's feet ain't got no shoes or socks on them.